Morning guys, welcome back to a new video. As you can see today, we've got the first spreader on. I'm up on some of our stubble ground that's been cultivated, that you would have seen in the cultivation video. It's all greened up quite nicely. And what we're doing is we're putting some TSP on the ground, which is triple super phosphate. Just because the index is a little bit low on the two fields up here that are going to go into barley. Spreading in this field here, and then the one on the other side of the hedge there, bigger one. We're going to spread it with fertiliser today and probably come up and spray it off tomorrow. And it's ready for whenever Tom wants to come and drill it. We've got the barley seed at home, so we can do it then whenever. I've just done my outside round, as you can see there. So I'm going to try and travel where there'll be a tram line. That way we're travelling in the same place all the time. This won't get disturbed much now. Tom's drill is very much a minimal disturbance drill. So it'll sort of just level it off a bit, put the barley in. Yeah, it should be good. So we're spreading TSP here at 195 kilos to the hectare. Got the tablet all working for what we're doing. And yeah, I won't show you too much of the first spreading because you guys see a lot of that on this channel, but we'll hook the sprayer up and spray it off the stubble ground at home, the wheat, well what will be wheat, this afternoon. So yeah, busy day, let's crack on. I said it wouldn't feel much, but it's mainly because I haven't got my suction mount from my tractor. I've left it in the hedge from the tractor. The tractor's looking smart anyway. So I've done the first field, this is the second field we've got to come out into. You can see how much stuff has sort of germinated since we cultivated. The field looks green. We'll get a good kill on that with the spray when we spray it. It's quite damp up here, we've had a lot of rain the last couple of days. Hopefully we'll travel well enough. Anyway, I got out the tractor because this thing had popped out. There you are, a little side step. Just have a little wander over. You can see the little granules there of stuff that we're spreading. It's doing some good. It's a good looking machine at KRM. Got the doggo on the job today as well. And normally right here there's a nice little suction mount that you guys watch me from that sort of angle, but it's in the other tractor, so I'll try and remember to grab it when we go spraying. Right, all finished spreading. I've just come up to this part of our ground here. We've got like a hard stone landing here where we tip dung. See, John's been busy bringing dung up here, emptying the midden at home. I come up here just so I can run all the mud off my tyres that I've picked up. It's not too bad, but saves taking it out on the road. People don't like you taking mud out on the road, and I don't like it flying everywhere off the tyres of people, so it just thought I'd fly over the stone landing at a bit of pace, get rid of the mud on the tyres, and then we'll head home clean. Probably the last time we use this spreader this year now, so we'll wash it off, oil it all up, and then put it away for the winter. Right guys, we are back. It's actually the next day. We're out with the sprayer. We had a bit of a cock up. Well, I had a bit of a balls up, I should say. I thought we had enough glyphosate in stock so that I could go home and spray everything back home yesterday and do the bit up here today. Turns out we don't. So we've had to order some. The people we deal with, which is Pear Seeds, they're brilliant. I ordered it yesterday afternoon, they're going to drop it in this morning. So I've got enough glyphosate to do up here where we spread the fertiliser yesterday. And then we're going to go and spray off some plots for a new biomass project after we've been here. And then by which time hopefully the glyphosate will be in the yard to do the arable ground at home. So we're putting on Barbarian XL is the product we're using at a rate of 1.5 litres per hectare. And water of 200 litres a hectare. Conditions are pretty well spot on. There's a tiny bit of wind, but nowhere near enough to make you worry about spraying. The ground's actually dried off a lot since yesterday, but we actually had quite a windy afternoon yesterday, so we ended up blitzing the workshop. We pulled everything out of the workshop, chucked away everything we don't use, put everything back in nice and neat and tidy. Right, so just finished the first field. I'm well aware that we've had a lot of new subscribers since I've been spraying last, so I'll sort of just run you through the sprayer a little bit for anyone that's new and how it works. So, I'm in a new field, I want to unfold the sprayer. First thing I need to do is have a spool constantly pumping, which if I flick that way on the screen, that one there is on constant pump, which is a green one. I can then lift the arms of the sprayer up by holding this button here. Then I need to unlock the pendulum, which is the button on the top here. So that releases that little ram right at the back there. So fold the first part out, which is down on that one. I always forget, and you've got to hold a little button on the side. Then stage 2 of the wings is these 2 buttons in the middle. This is a really nice sprayer. There's just a couple things it hasn't got which I wish it did. The first is a digital tank indicator. So this here, you could have your tank level on the screen, but ours isn't equipped to do it, so we haven't got that. The second is automatic boom height. So you probably can't see them, but there's a little ring on the outer section of the boom there that is 50 centimeters from the nozzles. So when you're spraying, majority of the time you want to be 50 centimeters above either the crop or the ground or whatever your target is that you're spraying. So that's what those indicators are for. A lot of the new sprayers have little sensors, so you can keep them, they automatically sort of adjust themselves to where they want to be. Right, I'm going to spray this field. I'm going around left-handed, which is against the norm. Normally I go right-handed, but there's one tiny tacky spot on the kink of this corner down here, and it's less aggressive to go at it downhill this way than it is trying to get up it the other way. So that is why I'm going left-handed. Getting a lovely spray pattern this morning. You can see perfectly when the sun's shining this way. When I'm going the other way, not so much. So all I have to do really, everything's run through the computer screen here, all on the isobus. I just got to keep the booms sort of at the right height. We're on the auto steer as well, so where I spread fertiliser yesterday, you can see we're on exactly the same tram line. Yeah, my job's just to not hit a fence. Make sure to turn around on the end and don't let the booms drag on the ground. It's pretty cushy. Crawford, if you're watching, I know you're thinking about changing your sprayer at some point. If you can get a demo of one of these John Deere's, especially the new ones, I'd have a go, mate, because I think they are pretty good. But to be fair, there's probably not a bad sprayer on the market now, is there? Here she is in all her glory. So this is the tank indicator I got. So we got about 1,100 litres left in there. There is also a 400 litre tank on the side there. That's full of water for washing out or whatever when you finish spraying. But I also filled it up today. I try and take just enough water and chemical for what you want to do, but there's always a chance you use a bit too much or whatever, so you carry a bit of spare. Yeah, there it is. Right, we're off to a grass field to spray some plots. Hopefully Bruce is there. He's got some more glyphosate. He's got to put it on at a higher rate. So yeah, it goes on a slightly higher rate on grass ground rather than stubble ground because there's more vegetation to kill. I've got a map as well of what I've got to spray and what I haven't got to spray. I'll show you when we get there. It might be a bit tricky. You've arrived. Look at this. Green grass. Somewhere right down there in the distance are Bruce and Luke. They're putting out the marker posts, which are those little white things there. I need that, which is the rest of my glyphosate. I wasn't planning to overlap quite that much, but I will overlap a bit just to make sure I get all the area. So we can have up to four different nozzles on these things. But to be honest, I only ever use these high pro can't remember their exact name. Are they Guardian Air? Low drift. Basically, they get it down to the floor quickly. Small piece of hedge. Get rid of that. Right. Let's do this in a minute. It's been confirming with Luke and Bruce. This is the map of the field we're in. You guys can see that very well or not, I don't know. Shadows don't help. But basically, where's the top of the field? We're sat here at the moment. So I'm going to spray this little square because they've marked that out. They've marked out the big one down the bottom, so I can spray that. And they're just finishing this thin piece, so it would have been easier to spray the whole field, but we don't really want to do that. Give it a go. We're going to have to obviously spray this all without the assist of auto steer. The section control will be a great help. Right, that is one little square done. It's got a couple more to go. Right, we've finished spraying the grass, so we're going to head back and have some lunch, and then we're going to do the arable ground at home after lunch. Just so you guys can see, this is my mini map here of the field. See, we had a big sort of key piece there, one block up there, block there, big block down there, and tried to leave all the bits in between. It wasn't perfect, but I think we done it as well as we could, so hopefully this will die off as it should. So this is going into some biomass stuff, so I think there's willow, there's another variety of tree as well, and also some miscanthus, all different varieties, all in plots, all going to be quite interesting. I'm sure we'll follow it as it goes along. Boys are on silaging. I don't know why I bother telling you lot what my plans are for the day, because they never stay as my plans. The glyphosate hasn't arrived, so I can't go spraying. Currently helping Rex move some sheep. It might help him worm them a minute. Yes! I got it, Rex! Don't you square up to me, sheep. One ewe that decided it was going to go into one of the farm cottage gardens instead of coming in with the rest of them. But it's decided to come in now. Just turned up in the yard on its own. Steady. What's he? Hold on. That's the way to do it.
Excellent. She was just coming to join us, would she?
Yeah, she was halfway down the track when I'll go and stick my wellies on. Never fuss. That's what we want. Right, the video has taken yet another turn, so had a spare hour this afternoon now that I'm not spraying. It's actually too windy for spraying anyway now. Craig suggested jumping on the hedge trimmer. Well, yeah, that's a good idea. Go and finish off some of the arable ground. 5 minutes in, look at that. Destination ball bag. Oh dear. Coming up here, doing a lovely little side cut on that hedge. I thought I'd just take the top of this off. Yeah, that'll be nice all along here. And that roller net must have at one point gone with that drum. I thought I'll go over the drum because I can see that. And from somewhere in there, that big hole, I've grabbed a load of fence net, stock net. So I'm now going to spend the rest of my afternoon cutting that out. Oh, it's in there as well. Right, sort this out. I believe that is what Crawford would call goosed. I've got plenty of words for that. But I won't say them because I'll probably get told off by YouTube. Right, I'm now prepared for any occasion. I wanted a pair of gloves. Can't find it. Well, there you are, it all came out. Got a big old nest of wire there now. I don't know why, can't really explain it, but it smells like a mixture of fire and a badger having a dump. Bit weird, I know. I've sorted out my own misfortune, so I thought we'd come and see John's. This chain should be somewhere around here. Currently down there. Always on a Friday, stuff breaks down. Normally when you're using it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, weird.
It is odd.
Yeah. Should I get gloves?
I think you should.
I'm gonna get gloves, yeah. Oh, you won't?
Which way will he go? If he'll spin that way, we're doing the other way around.
Okay.
So if you feed him in, do the same as you were, but just underneath. That makes sense.
It's made for it. Is he going to get close to anything anywhere?
Well, we'll run. That's a very good point, because we'll have to run it up to check.
So you can always grind them off.
It's the. No, he won't spin. If you see what I mean. He'll lock himself up.
Oh, he won't flex?
No. So I need a look. There are longer ones there.
It's like a Swiss watch.
Big shitty Swiss watch.
Beautiful. Right, the latest turn in this video, we're going home. So I got to head off a little bit early today because me and Abby are going away for the weekend for one of my cousin's weddings. So we got to be up in Wiltshire tonight for, it's 7:30 for tea or something. So I need to get a scoot on, otherwise I'll be in the bad books. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. I think we're still ahead of Crawford, but by the time this comes out, you would probably have overtaken us in our little sub race to 10k. There is links in the description for all my socials if you want to go and follow them there. And yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you on another video very soon. Cheerio.
Like a drug that